up, everybody? Welcome to We're Married, What Now, episode 9.
I know I may look a little weird. I have a crook in my neck. So
she'll probably be sitting like this the whole episode.
Yes.
And if she has to look down at her paper, she'll do like this.
I'll just like this.
We're back on the book. 5 Love Languages. Just got done reading the chapter. We read chapter 6, love language number 3, receiving the gifts. But before we get into the chapter, I wanted to talk about something that stuck out to me at church today. Well, the whole service at church was good today, but something that stuck out was he was talking about, like, we were talking about what is love. He was defining part of love. He said you can either walk away or try harder, and this boom, it stuck out to me but I think that just speaks volumes to a relationship, because that's what it is. There's going to be times where I feel like you're going to want to walk away, but man, I feel like that's what defines a successful relationship, or a relationship that lasts, is you continue to choose to try harder rather than walk away.
And the main thing that you said, I think, is continue to choose.
Continue to choose to try harder.
It's not something that just happens.
Because man, there's 3 times this week where I'm just just done. I'm not literally done, but you're tired.
It's a rough week.
Yeah, you got your your day-to-day stuff going on. You're tired from work. You're stressed out. Your mind is full. And something's going on at home. You just want to come home and relax. You just want to be done. You just want to walk away. You just want to be like, you know what? Please just shut up.
I'll take that out.
No, I'm not gonna take it out, because that's what you feel like sometimes. You don't actually say that. I'll never say Katie, please shut up. But in your head, you're just I'm just mentally done. But maybe I should
say what you really feel.
Maybe I should take that part out. So anyways, what I'm trying to get at is you got to remember when you want to walk away, how much you've sacrificed to get this far in your relationship. And not sacrifice in a bad way, but making sacrifices for your spouse. You got to remember how much time you've invested. You got to remember how much your spouse means to you. So as tough as it may get, and I know we're just facing the beginning of the trials, there's more trials that are going to come throughout our relationship, but you got to continue to choose to try harder. Always remembering how important it is, how important your spouse is to you, and never give up. I think that's what a lot of divorce is they just eventually give up. They're like, I don't want to try anymore, I'm done. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that. Something that really stuck out to me from the beginning of church, and now Katie's going to dive into the chapter.
Okay, so there was a couple points that I felt that stuck out with me. It always happens that whenever it's my time to read, it's usually a portion that convicts me.
And I love when she reads those chapters, because I'm just I don't have to say anything. She's just reading it out loud, and I'm like...
You're like, oh, I didn't have to say anything. But on page 80, it said the topic is called The Best Investment. And I'm just going to read a portion of the book that really stuck out and kind of, hit me where it hurts. It says, by saving and investing money, you are purchasing self-worth and emotional security. You are caring for your own emotional needs and the way you handle money. So right there, that spoke volumes to me, just because that is, sometimes whenever I feel like I'm trying to save as much money as possible, I don't necessarily think of it as, it said, self-worth. I don't think of it that way. I think of it as I'm helping us for the future, or I maybe twist it to where I feel like what I'm doing is okay, instead of realizing that...
I feel like she may tell herself yes, it's, she gives herself a lot of excuses of why, but in actuality, it's her own personal way of thinking, and she's just getting security.
It's me building a safety net that is not where I need to put my, that's like a security blanket, but that's not where my self-worth and security and safety needs to be. Does that make sense?
It shouldn't come from that.
Right, exactly.
Although that's how she's wired to do. Mm-hmm. But I think it was a realization for her reading that, because I didn't even realize that either. You don't realize that. I know that she has a thing with safety and security and comfort, but I think so. As she was reading it, she was like, "Oh crap! I really do that." Even
or that is what is behind the obsession of saving and stacking. Yeah.
Which are all good things. Don't get me wrong. It's good things, but she realized she was maybe taking a good thing to the extreme.
Right. Exactly. So I really liked that part, and I feel like, there's a lot of people out there like me that maybe have, that type of obsession with saving money. What?
Maybe.
I'm sure there's some.
There's maybe some people out there.
Yeah, I think there's some people out there. So maybe that part of the book, would be able to help you to kind of realize what you're doing.
It's definitely a good chapter.
Yeah. And I thought another point that kind of surprised Josh and I was the next section right after the best investment is, what we had just talked about. It said the gift of self. So like being present with your spouse. We were both kind of surprised that fell into the category of receiving gifts.
Yeah, we didn't realize that was a thing, because you think receiving gifts, you just think like presents.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think about the saving or anything like that. So every chapter seems to have some surprises in it of what the love language holds. I use the example of, as she was reading this part of the chapter, it's not like me to interrupt usually, but I interrupted her reading to talk about something she had just read, like a sentence she had just read. And we kind of talked about it and realized that I'm definitely that kind of person, because like when she read that sentence and the sentence ended, I want to talk about that sentence right there. But in her mind, like she just kept going, because in her mind she was like almost done with the paragraph.
Like 2 sentences left.
Yeah, so like to me it's like it was a good metaphor for a lot of other things that happen in our life too. Like to me it was like, wow, that was profound. Let's talk about that right now, and like let's just be in the moment. And she was like, but I'm almost done.
I had 2 sentences left.
See, like she's still stuck on it, cause like, and it's like that with other things too.
I see the finish line and
she
I
sees
have
the
blinders
objective.
on.
Yeah, like because the same way security and comfort make her feel good, it's the same way about like checking the task off make her feel good too. If she has like the laundry to do when she wakes up, she won't even see me.
I'll have anxiety.
She won't even see me
until it's done.
And it could be, but babe, I just need your help. I just need your middle name to win $1 million.
That's
and
no,
it's not extreme, because like.
Well, I can just tell you.
No, she won't tell me. She'd be like, babe, I can't talk right now. Do the laundry. But so the chapter was a better example. Like it's a good example. But I'm realizing, because I didn't realize that was that either. I didn't realize how much of I am like in the present moment and being there for people. And I didn't realize maybe that's so much that way. And I didn't realize maybe that's why Katie bothers me sometimes, is because she's not that way. Or like she doesn't realize she's task focused. So like this is helping us realize why we may have conflict and not know why.
I think the next chapter, which is acts of service, is going to be pretty big too.
For her, yeah, like she's definitely an acts of service person.
But I think they kind of go hand in hand, sometimes like with the gift giving, because, you always do things. And like I kind of thought of this before we started reading this. They always said like what your primary love languages, or maybe one of your primary love languages, you do often. And like Josh will always, like, his favorite place to get me flowers is Whole Foods, and he loves bringing home flowers, and that's something that I really, really appreciate. But being that he does do that often, he comes home with flowers, and literally I'm thinking to myself, why did he go and spend money at Whole Foods? But at the same time, it's... Those are wrong. Hey, these have been like 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
They're killing it. Maybe don't smell it.
Yeah. But, yeah, Whole Foods, come on. Came with the jar and everything. Come on. And they're good prices.
Yeah.
Good prices.
But
I think what she's trying to say, too, is the fact that, like, I didn't realize I was a receiving gifts love language, but a good way to tell that is because I give gifts all the time to Katie, because I'm thinking to myself, without knowing it, I'm probably thinking like, well, I love receiving gifts of self, or gifts like sacrificing your time to go get something for your spouse. I do it without thinking about it, and I think she would love it, probably because I would love it as well. Same way with her with acts of service, like when she cleans and does chores and things like that, she would love that, so she's doing it thinking I would love that as well. So it's a good takeaway too.
So the next one is it was your turn. It was finishing up the chapter, and it says reflect on the ways to give gifts even if finances are tight. And on pages 88 and 89, some of these ideas were like they were
on fire.
Yes, they were on fire. This one was pretty cool. Now this one isn't necessarily talking about when finances were tight, but it said, you've heard about the 12 days of Christmas. It says, how about 12 days of gifts for your spouse's birthday or wedding anniversary? that would be pretty intense. But even if it's like
I
chocolate,
think we're both receiving gifts, people.
Yeah, even if it's like a chocolate bar or I mean, like
she definitely does. With like, if you mention chocolate, she'll get excited about gifts for sure.
But I think even like I think we had spoke about this a couple episodes ago, but I think both of us find that even though we each have primary love languages, every single love language that we spoke about are like super important.
Yeah, good to dabble in.
Yeah.
Dibble dabble.
Because
Dibble dabble.
But this one is kind of talking about
what? It's your whole broken neck.
Okay, I'll read one more and then we'll wrap up. This could be one for an example of if your finances are tight. It says, let nature be your guide. The next time you take a walk through the neighborhood, keep your eyes open for a gift for your spouse. It may be a stone, stick, or feather. You may even attach a special meaning to your natural gift. For example, a smooth stone may symbolize your marriage with many of the rough places now polished. This is what made me laugh. A feather may symbolize how your spouse is the wind beneath your wings. And hand making gifts like that.
Yeah, you can do tons of stuff.
All kind of stuff that
doesn't. Print a card out off the computer.
Go find a piece of paper in the trash.
That's what's in the book too.
Yeah.
Or
write on it.
I'm sure you can find a notebook around your house or something. Tear a piece of paper out, write a love letter on it, put it on the counter.
Like Josh and I, we have this this shoebox, and like any time that Josh writes me a letter or does anything that I'm able to keep, I have this shoebox of all the letters that he's ever wrote me.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways. The real gift could be showing some effort. And you may find like, hey, your spouse may not like flowers or they may not like notes or whatever.
Weird.
But yeah, you can find something that they like.
Maybe a tomahawk.
Yeah, maybe a tomahawk. And you just...
Or four-wheeler.
Just show the effort. And
yes.
I think that's the key. Especially if they're a receiving gifts love language person.
Yes.
Like both of us probably are.
Yeah. So Josh and I both really enjoyed this chapter. I'm super excited.
About the next part.
Acts of service.
I just get to hear her just tell me that the dishes need to be done. Like I could just hear it right now.
I did the dishes today.
Dishes, there's like 2. But so I was soaking the pot anyways. Y'all know about soaking the pot. Just let me hear something.
No.
You soak it, salt, tomato sauce, you gotta soak that with some soap for at least an hour. Anyways, yeah, we're excited about next chapter. Today's Super Bowl Sunday, so we're about to go hang out with some family, watch some football, and eat some snacks. So, thank you all for watching this episode. We got some big plans for this channel, big plans for this talk show. We are going, continue to finish the book. We're almost done with this book. We're excited to dive a little deeper into it. We got some a marriage small group going on soon. That's going to be really, everything we've heard about it is fire, and lightning. It sounds real good. We have some, what else are we about to do? Another project?
We're going to interview some couples that Josh and I look up to that have been married for a little while.
There's just some couples that we feel inspired to interview that that married couples.
Tell them about that marriage retreat.
Yeah, we're going on a marriage retreat coming up. We're going to interview those people. We're going to film some of the things we do.
We got a married couple.
35 years.
Yeah, 35 years.
So what we're trying to say is, be on the lookout. More books, more curriculum. Starting to interview couples pretty soon, so you'll see actually some other faces on the channel besides us.
Yes.
To get some good insight from them. So we really hope y'all are enjoying the videos. Thank y'all for keeping up with them. Continue to send us the feedback. We love hearing it. We're just excited to carry this on for a long time. We're two almost 3 months of being married. Looking forward to doing this show for a long time to come. So thank y'all for watching.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Snacks. Hey.
Oh, I wish I could dance.
Poor neck. Oh, yo. Hey.
Fireball.
Girl, I'm gonna bring you a tomahawk.
No, listen, a tomahawk. Isn't that like a 4-wheeler?